Hi, and welcome to episode 22 of CultureWatch Radio. I'm Andrew Smith, and with me is Bill Muhlenberg. So, Bill, how busy does a man get when he's constantly got his finger on the cultural pulse of society?
Well, culture keeps pulsing away, that's for sure. So if you're trying to keep on top of it, there's never a dull moment. Simply writing the articles for CultureWatch, which I try to have at least one new one every day. Wow, there's plenty of stuff to write about. Simply opening the morning newspapers will keep you busy. So you can easily find 5, 6, 7 topics that you think this deserves a write-up, but can't do everything. And on top of all that, you try to do other things as well, speaking and even cranking out the occasional book.
Speaking of which, you've actually got a new book that's just come out.
Yeah, just brand new. It's always like this. I'm probably not making women feel good here, but it's kind of like the birthing process. You got the 9 months of labor and grief, and they'll probably tell me, Bill, there's no comparison. Shut up, will you? But anyways, 9 months, in my case, probably longer, probably a couple of years. And then finally, you get the book, and I've just seen it, actually. It's just arrived, the paperback. So, after a long effort of making it happen, it's always good to see. And now we're getting this new book on abortion out into the public.
So, Bill, what makes you choose a topic like this?
Well, I'm a glutton for punishment, obviously, because all the things I write about are, the things that you'll especially get clobbered for, all the PC topics, things you're not supposed to write about. I've done 3 books now on homosexuality, which is certainly a hot potato issue, and now more punishment, abortion, which is such a hot issue, but vitally important issues, no question. Some of the key moral issues of our day, whether defense of marriage and family, defense of the unborn. I mean, somebody has to speak up on these things. So they're always in the news. They're always in the media. These topics don't go away. And sadly, in so much of the mainstream media, we get only one point of view. We have the pro-abortion point of view, or we get the pro-homosexual point of view. It's very hard to get the other side of the story. So that's why I do CultureWatch with thousands of articles, but that's also why I get books out there. Articles are more essays where you don't really do referencing and so on. Books, you can fully document, fully have, hundreds of footnotes, and that's what I've done with all my books.
And this is hardly the first book on abortion, so, what's in it for people if they read your book?
Yeah, no, very good point. In fact, I admit that in the book. There's a lot of great volumes out already, certainly from America, some from England. Great books, which in fact I recommend. I have a recommended reading list at the end of my book. But obviously, being here in Australia, I can add some Australian details, some facts, stats, quotations and so on that you won't find certainly as readily in, say, an American or English book. So for those reasons, it does have a niche for Australia. However, it's also written in such a way that you can certainly get sell it overseas anywhere in the Western world, and it would still have plenty of vital truth and information that can be used.
And it's almost like you're a glutton for punishment, but this book is actually the first in a series.
Yeah, there's a lot of, what we'd call bioethics issues, life issues, and so on. At one point, I was thinking maybe putting it all together in a big, fat, juicy volume. But various people have either said or intimated over the years that, I think people prefer shorter, cheaper books than thicker, longer, more expensive books. So I've actually broken this up into a series of 3. The other 2 books are well and truly along, so hopefully early next year they will come out. So this one, The Challenge of Abortion, is the first. Then we'll do The Challenge of Euthanasia, another important issue. And finally, we'll have The Challenge of IVF and Surrogacy. So a 3-part series on bioethics. And again, open the newspaper almost any day of the week. You'll see these subjects being covered. often from a point of view that doesn't always reflect our point of view. So for those and other reasons, felt the need to get some good books out with a lot of, again, solid references and plenty of footnotes. Everything is backed up. So for those who, well, so often I get people asking me, they say, Bill, can you send me information on abortion or euthanasia or whatever? You gotta drop everything, copy stuff, send it over. I think it's silly. I'll write a book. I'll have it all fully documented. And then I can say, hey, get the book. It's all there, everything you need to know, plus the references. So hopefully, if nothing else, it'll make my life a little bit easier as people have these resources available.
So for those of us out there that want to buy a copy of this book, where can we get it from?
Well, it's certainly available already at some places. Amazon is a first port of call. You can get it as a paperback or a bit cheaper as a Kindle. That way you download it instantly. As in the past, I'm hoping to get it into other outlets. I think the arrangement here, it'll go into places like Book Depository and other overseas booksellers, online sellers, but hopefully here, places like Kurong, the Christian bookstore chain, which has run with my earlier books. Hopefully I need to chat with them. They'll be taking this one as well. So soon enough, hopefully people in Australia or around the world can get it fairly readily, but certainly at this point, instantly from places like Amazon.
As always, in addition to the books that Bill has written, there's more information and resources available at the CultureWatch website. And we'll see you again next week with another episode of CultureWatch Radio.